How do you get more clients from your email list? That's the big question, right? We got a list. How do you turn it into clients? And I have found that the way to answer that question more efficiently is that you don't make trying to get your list to turn into clients the main focus, and instead focus on something else. So I believe, and I'm here to make the argument, that a list is not like a list's main goal should not be to turn it into clients. Instead, it should be to extract the maximum amount of money every single individual lead in that audience is willing to pay you. So for that, I have a few examples. I have two specifically. The first one is Mr. Prague. So Mr. Prague was somebody who asked for the details on cash traders. He said, what's it like? What do we do? I sent him the details, and we got into a back and forth, which turned into more back and forth, which turned into an extremely lengthy back and forth saying, listen, man, there's a lot of questions, but I'm more interested in a day with you kind of offer. I live in Prague, and we're pretty close because I'm in Poland right now. So what if we settle something? And I'm like, listen, dude, I ain't going to Prague. Like, it's just not happening. But here's my link if you want to book some hours and we can talk. And I sent it over to him. That turned into $3,000. Having talked to him, it was very clear to me, at least near the end, that this guy's not somebody I want to work with in a client context. You need to be a very specific kind of person in order to be a good cash creator. So it just didn't make sense. Then the second example is Mr. Interested. Mr. Interested is a very interesting person because he has spent $1,201 buying individual workshops, which could have already got him all workshops. Like, he could have done that deal, which is like 20 something. Instead he bought maybe like 9 or 10 individual ones. But no, he wants to buy at his own pace, right? Now, I don't know why he does it. My hunch is he's an info buyer, and info buyers typically get their dopamine more from getting information than, applying it. So if I just try to sell him a client stuff and working with me with cash creators, then I would have never made than $1,201. It just wouldn't have happened because he's not the kind of person who buys clients' offers, or at least mine, right? And there's multiple examples of this. Now, the thing about having a list and wanting to turn them into clients is that the number of clients who, are actually going to be good clients and that are actually going to pay you thousands of dollars every month, it's not that many people. We are looking for people who want to pay us thousands, but there's so little of them. And then when we make them only that one offer, so very little of them respond that it sometimes feels like the list is dead. These people are tire kickers. They're not buyers. And we're trying to find the people who will pay us thousands. Well, maybe there's not thousands of people willing to pay you thousands, but there might be hundreds or thousands of people willing to pay you hundreds. So this is why I don't consider my list a way to get clients, because this is just a very kind of disappointing exercise. There's just not that many. Whereas if you look at your list as a way to extract the maximum amount of money they're willing to pay you, then the game gets interesting. Because then you can bundle and unbundle what you already have in ways that don't take you much to deliver. And then you can start scooping the Mr. Progs, the Mr. Interesteds. Because he's always, he's called Mr. Interested, by the way. Because every time I ask him, I make an offer for cash creators, he's like, I'm interested, send me the details. I'm interested, send me the details. Never pulls through, so I just stopped sending them. But that's why he's called Mr. Interested. Now, am I in a position to get mad at Mr. Interested or Mr. Prague? Well, not really, dude. One guy paid $3,000, the other one paid $1,201. So not really. I'm not in a position to get angry at them. If anything, it lights some part of insight in me. I think, man, if I extracted $3,000 from this guy and $1,200 from this guy, maybe I could make more money from the people who are not willing to become clients than the people who do. Like, I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's the way I should go about it, but it is a possibility. And I certainly am making more money because I unbundle and bundle the offers I already have than just being rigid. Looking at your email list as a way to get clients is a very rigid way of looking at stuff. Instead, if you look at it as a way to extract the most amount of money you can, or the maximum amount of money somebody's willing to pay you from your list, now the game gets much more interesting. And it's going to be an exercise that will result in more sales. And who knows? I've done the math. My customers are worth 56 times what leads are worth in terms of upselling into clients. They're 56 times more likely to upsell. So we define a customer as somebody who's bought something from you once, not a recurring payment, but something from you once. Those people are 56 times more likely to become clients. So who knows? Maybe if you stopped selling just your one thing and started shredding it into others, maybe the same thing will happen to you. And by maybe, I mean it will happen to you. Like, it's never been a situation I've seen in which it hasn't. Just because people who pay are typically people who keep paying. So anyway, that's the answer for you. Your list is not a way to get clients. It could, but it doesn't serve you as much as looking at your list as everybody has a maximum amount of money they're willing to pay you. Your list is a way to extract it.